Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This is Libex here, and if you're new to this channel, welcome on board. In this video I'm actually going to be introducing you to one of my clients. My model for today is Sister Oriyomi. Now let's get her started without taking much of your time. Now I'm about to prime her face. She's got a very oily skin. So I'm priming the face with Omega H4. Don't worry, I'm going to be leaving all the contents in the description box. And I will be leaving the links also for you guys where you can purchase some of these products. I'm also going to be using Pond's. I used Pond's. Pond is also a very good face primer for people with extra oily skin. Same in the comment section. I will be leaving the links to get this product all in the description box. So yes, with a soft, gentle circular motion, I'm priming the skin, pampering the face, treating the nostrils and the T-section very carefully. So next thing I did was clear up the excess from my hands and then work on the eyebrow. For the eyebrow, I will be using Mabrook eyebrow pencil. So first thing, brushed out the brow with a spool brush. Use the pencil to kind of outline the shape. So I'm using the pencil to draw up the shape. Give her a nice shape that would suit the face. Carefully draw the pencil, create the arch to give her a very beautiful eyebrow, following a own brow bone and a eyebrow style. Fill it in with the pencil and just go over it again to make it nicely defined. Then I use the brush to brush it out, brush the hair up so we can see where to fill it in over and over again. Still in the same direction, I'm still working on the brows, guys. Ladies, you can see that the brows is nicely drawn, just looking nicely done. So yeah, ladies, you can use two different eyebrow pencils, a lighter shade and a darker shade. Just make sure you achieve whatever style that suits your face. My ladies, how we do it: use the brush to brush it out again. Keep looking at it, making sure that yes, this is nicely done. Then once the brow is done with the pencil, I'm going to get the concealer. I use the NYX concealing palette to define the brow, like go underneath the brow and over the top of the brow. So I took the lighter shade first. As you can see, I'll leave all the products, description and all the product details in the comment section for you guys, and where you can actually get them. So NYX is a very good foundation palette that you can use for your eyebrows. There's also so many concealing palettes out there that is very concentrated and very good. So you can see in this video, I am currently working underneath the brow bone. So I'm just going to draw a defined line, follow the shape of the brow and bring it down, bring it downwards. So first, draw the line, follow the line of the eyebrow, then bring it down towards the eye socket. So you're actually defining the brow and at the same time priming the eyes. So these techniques works very well for beginners. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I've got the concealer too much on my eyes. No, you can actually use the concealer to prime your eyes if you want a very nicely done eyes, you know. So now I'm going over the top, defining the brow at the top once again. Same technique. Use the line, you know, follow the line, create a line and then take it upwards. So for the top of the brow, you draw the line and take it upwards. For the bottom, you draw the line and bring it downwards towards your eye socket. So you blend that in properly. You can see, my ladies, it's looking all nicely done. So you blend that in much more. You blend it in, and make it look nice and creamy and nice and smooth with your concealer flat brush. For this process, you can use a concealer flat brush or a angle brush, as long as the brush is nice and flat, that it can define the brows for you. So yeah, can you see that it's coming up? So what I did there is I actually used the leftover concealer to conceal the dark spots on the face at the same time. So I'm trying to cover the face and prepare the face for the next step. Now I went on to use my setting powder to set the concealer onto the eyes. So I set up the concealer using my setting powder. There's so many setting powders out there, but at the moment, I think I'm in love with Sacha Buttercup. I'll also leave the details in the comment section and in the description box, guys. So I'm using Sacha Buttercup to set the concealer in on the sis eyes. So you pat it in, you know, tuck it in, set it in properly with a nicely pampery touch, guys. Not too ash, just very nice and soft. You need to pamper your eyes, my ladies. Yes, sisters, pamper your eyes. So moving up, I'm now taking my foundation brush again to cover the dark spots on the face. Now, I took the corrector, the orange skin corrector. Most of us have seen the orange colors in the palettes, but we don't know what they are meant for. Orange is a corrector. So that orange is to kind of like correct the spots for me, correct the dark spots, the blemishes, cover it up for me a bit before applying my choice of foundation or concealer. This is very good technique if you have a very spotty face, or you have, you know, pigmented skin, or you've got a discoloration on your face. It's always good to correct it first before you actually use the concealer, because that would make it look very natural. Ladies, can you see that the spots on the skin, the blemish is all disappeared? Wow, this is magical. Magical, sisters. Yeah. So that orange corrector, you see, I needed a bit more actually on the forehead, and you can see how I apply it using my sponge. So yeah, beauty blender is good for that. You just tap it on the skin to color it, you know, blend all the spots, blend all the blemishes together. That's what I'm doing in this process. So if you have a very spotty face, high, like a bond or pigmentation, and you think, okay, you've applied so many concealers and the concealers ain't working, sisters, you gotta be using your color corrector. Yes, use color corrector first. Moving up to the next thing. Now I'm taking my first eyeshadow color to work on the outer V. I call it outer V because it's underneath the brow bone and it's coming down towards the eyes, corner of the eyes. So I took a brown eyeshadow. As you can see, I am working downwards. It's, you know, people prefer to work in different ways, but I think working downwards, you can always kind of like correct if there's any issues later on. Still working on the outer V, so I used the very dark brown maroon eyeshadow color You know, I'm packing it in that corner and I'm blending it at the same time. So you're packing the color, make sure you have enough color in that corner, in the angle, so you then blend it out. So I packed in the color. Now outer V, bring it down, and I'm blending it in so I can have a very nice gradient. So I'm creating a gradient because I've already got enough color in that outer V angle. So going back to the other eye, just making sure that both eyes have got enough color and both eyes are looking the same. So I went back into packing the colors and I blend it out. So ladies, what you're doing in this process is you're actually creating like a little shadow, because you want to push the eyes in, you know, so that when you bring out the proper bottom eyeshadow color, it pops out. It pops. We want the popping eyes. Yes, ladies. So this is why working downwards is always good at times. So I'm still packing in the color to blend it in. And at this point, you can even switch it up with another color. If you want something warmer, you can always add, you know, a skin tone, light brown or nude, just to create that effect, the shadow effects, like we are actually contouring the eyes. So in that's done. What I'm now doing here is actually patting in my champagne eyeshadow color, because I'm trying to create like what's it called again? Did I forget that? No, you didn't, Lola. Come on, remember. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is a cut crease. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Cut crease. That's what I'm doing. So I've cut the crease. Now I am applying a champagne eye color. Pat it in, just pat. Don't stroke, because you can take off the color and mess, you know, put the color all over the face again. So I just pat in the champagne color nicely. You can see the difference already, guys. Ladies, can you see the difference? Yeah, it's all looking glam. So I pat that in, making sure I go over and over again. I check the both eyes, take a step back to see that both eyes are, you know, looking good. So once that is done, then the next step would be checking for the eyeliner. But before the eyeliner, I went over the brow bone again, just to make sure it's all nicely blended. So sisters, don't forget, you can always go over what you've done before. You have to make sure, you know, so you don't look like a clown. Make sure you blend properly, you know, take off the harsh lines. We have to make sure, take extra care. We shouldn't be in a hurry. We just have to take extra care when we're applying makeup. So once you're happy with the eyes, like I am in this video, then what I did was use the liner. I used the extreme blue mascara as my liner because I needed that extra blue shadowy effects on our eyes. So I don't know if you can see clearly, but it's looking kind of bluey. So I used the blue liner to line the eyes in preparation for my eyelashes. So I line the eyes, making sure I get into the corners, into the teardrops. So yeah, this is to open up the eyes, guys, because when your eyes is open, you will see the effects of the eyeliner. So if you need more, don't be afraid, don't be scared to go for more. It's better to start with the tiny bits, then top it up if you needed more. But don't always go for more when you didn't actually start with less. Because if you start with a, you know, like a wow big chunk of eyeliner, it's not going to be very easy for you to correct it. So now I use the mascara to brush out the excess eyeshadow drops you know, from the eyelashes, so that, you know, it's all nicely blended before we move up to the next step. For the next step, I'm still lining, so I'm, you know, gonna be lining the inner eyes. So what I did is get the lady to look up to the ceiling, or if you're doing your own makeup, you can always look up to the ceiling so that you can get the waterline, you know, you can apply it. But if you're not looking up, it might be a little bit kind of like ticklish, and then, you know, your eyes will start watering. So the technique is eyes up on the ceiling, then you can line your eyes. Either ways, with pencil or gel liner, yes, they all do, you know, give you the same effect. Then once this process is completed, I'm taking the eyelashes. Lashes, baby. Yeah, so lashes is always every woman's best friend, because it just gives us the wow factor. It gives the wow look. So lashes with a bit of lash glue on it. This process is very easy yet delicate. So what you want to do is either you close your eyes halfway if you're applying your own lashes, or if someone else is doing the lashes for you, or you are applying it on someone else, get them to close their eyes. Put the lashes in the middle of the eyes, like you need to measure the lashes, make sure so you can locate where the middle of the lash is. So you put the lash in the middle, then adjust ends to ends. So I put the lash in the middle, I adjust the first corner, and then I adjust the second corner. And I'm doing the same thing on the second eye, on the other part of the eye. So lashes in, ladies. Can you see the difference? Can you see how amazing and this beautiful face is getting transformed already? So you get them to open their eyes. So she opens her eyes. I can see where I need to press on, you know, to adjust the lashes properly. Press it down to fit into our own eyelashes, you know, our own natural lashes. So it looks very natural and not, you know, double-eyed, like some of us would call it, you know, wiper, like car wiper. No, you don't want to have double eye. So yes, lashes done. So what I'm doing next is using like a camouflage. It's called Camouflage Crayolan Super High Concealer in a very dark color, to create the shade, to create the shadow, because I like to contour immediately. I don't believe in foundation first and then contour. So this process is also beginner friendly. Take a very darker shade, create your shadow, you know, apply it underneath your brow bone, from your ears to your lips, from the upper ear to the upper lips. That's the technique. So once you've created that shadow, you know, pack it in there, pack it in. That will give you a slimmer, asymmetry face, because everybody's dream is to have a very slim face, you know, sisters, we want a slim face, we want to hide that chubby cheeks. So yeah, so same thing I applied on the nose bridge, just to give us like a little pointy nose. Pointy nose is not gonna hurt anyone, will it? So yeah, next thing is I'm gonna take a very lighter concealer or foundation stick, or you can even use a foundation or a highlighter. So in this video, I use the black opal in Truly Topaz shade to create the highlighting part. Applied it on the forehead, underneath the eyes, on the nose bridge and the chin. Yeah. If you think that color is not bright enough, you can always mix it. Guys, don't be scared of mixing products. As long as they are the same products, you can always mix different shades. So I thought the Truly Topaz was was not too light enough. So I used the hazelnut, the same black opal cream foundation stick in hazelnut. Applied it on the forehead, the nose bridge, underneath the eyes and on the chin. Now the big job begins. This is what a lot of ladies find really difficult. Blending. Blend in. Blending, blending, blending. Yes. Using the sponge or beauty blender, please get yourself 2 or 3 different types of blenders, because you don't want to use the one you use for a darker shade or darker color for the highlighting part. So I'm going to be using more concealer because I think I need to blend the eyebrow a bit more. You can see it's a bit lighter, so I'm using the same foundation, you know, apply it over the brow, you know, just to blend it in and give it the perfect shade at the top of the brow. So guys, yeah, that's what you need to do. You blend that in first before you carry on with your blending. Still on the blending, guys. So yes, soon as I found that the eyebrow is now matching the forehead, it's all looking nice and well blended, then I took my beauty blender. Now the blending job begins. So I just blend the forehead first. Whatever way you want to do it, ladies, is entirely your choice, but I prefer to work on the forehead first. You know, let's get the forehead out of the way. Let's work from top to down. Top to down. So when you remember that technique, you work from top to the bottom. Same thing on the eyes. I started from the top, I work my way down. So I'm blending, started on the forehead, then move up to underneath the eyes. Look up to the ceiling anytime you want to do underneath your eyes, because ladies, you don't want to poke your eyes, man. So yeah, now you move to the side one. Blend the highlighting one first, then you blend the darker shadow with the ones that create like a shadow, the dark powder. So you blend in, keep blending, blend to the ears, blend to the back of the ears, blend to the neck, because you just want everything nicely blending, you know what I mean, ladies? Yeah. So this is where the job is. You blend it all over. Make sure everything looks perfect. See the eyes popping. Wow. I just love this eyes. You see the eyes? The eyes is popping, right? Yeah. I'm feeling the eyes too. Yes. So yeah, we keep blending. You can see that there is no much difference now. It's all looking nice and natural. So that is what blending does. Ladies, sisters, that's what it does. Blend. So you blend the darker powder, blend the lighter powder. Still on the blending, ladies, just because I'm a little bit of, perfectionist. I like to make sure everything is all nice and sleek. Like, I'm obsessed. So I like that. I like the way all the face have nicely blended. So yeah, now I took the highlighting pen. You can get that from MAC. Also, I would leave the details in the description section, sisters. Use the highlighting pen just to clear up where the beauty blotters cannot reach, so the pen can actually reach the tear dots and the teeny bit angles. So once you've used the highlighting pen, go back on your beauty blender and just blend it in a bit more, to give it that nicely covered eyes. Highlighting pen is also good for ladies with eye bags. If you haven't been sleeping well enough, or you are a new mom you're nursing mom and you barely get sleeps at night, and you have this eye bag or dark circles around your eyes, highlighting pen is your magic. Yes, highlighting pen is a trick that you should use. So once that I'm done with that, I went back to my Sasha Buttercup to bake. Baking, baby. Sisters, we know about baking. If you don't bake, come on, what happens to the makeup? It doesn't stay. So we need to bake. So now I'm baking. Baby. I love baking. Baked face makes the face. So now I'm putting in the Sacha Buttercup highlighting powder to bake underneath the eyes. I'm gonna apply that on the forehead. I'm gonna apply that on the chin and the nose bridge. Yes, so baking time now. Ooh, she's looking all beautiful. So baking. The baking process is basically just to keep everything in place so they don't move. No moving, nah, no moving. So yes, I baked the forehead, underneath the eyes, the nose bridge, and the chin. Still on baking process. Don't be in a hurry when it comes to this process because you need to make sure you've got enough baking powder. I call it baking powder. Yes, baking powder. Yeah, baking powder. So Sacha Buttercup, Benai Banana. There's so many nice loose baking powder that you can use to set the face. So you take off the excess bridge now, like get the darker shade of the baking powder, apply it, from your hairline, take it back towards underneath the brow just to create the brownish kind of shade. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just taking it in, from the ears to the mouth, just to create that shadow. Give me that asymmetry slim face that I want. Yes, I need that slim face, baby. Sisters, what you think? What you think about this face right now? It's coming together, right? Yeah, it's coming together. So same brush. I prefer to use the brush for my baking process. It's very easy. So I'm just using the brush to take off the excess, and then I will be taking off the excess. Yeah, you can go over it again. You can go over and over the brown tone again. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist and I love everything to be super cool. So now I'm taking the NC45 MAC Studio Fix to go over the face. So that is my powder now going on to the face. Yeah, just to take off the excess shine and to finish the makeup process. So this is like a finishing powder for me. You can use the mineralized finish powder. You can use any other loose powder to take off the shine, but I prefer to use my MAC Studio Fix, baby, just to finish off the final look. Yeah, so yeah, it's all looking all nice and coming together. So yes, I still have the baking there because I need to leave the baking powder on for as long as possible so it can actually bake in the highlighter for me. So now I'm just literally using a gentle stroke, a soft hand, just to take off the excess, because as you can see, the left eye is already baked. So I'm just taking off the excess, and you do the same process with the other eye. Just a soft hand, not too harsh. Softly take off the excess. Wow, this is all coming together. Yeah, so I take off the excess of the baking powder. So that's what I'm doing here. So once the excess is off, you can take your big brush again just to go over it and make it all nice and smooth. So once that is done, guys, guess what the next step is? This is going to be very, very interesting, guys. So yeah, still going over the brush one more time. Use the brush to go over one more time, I mean. Just to super make sure that everything is all nicely blended. Take the big brush, just check in. And if you're super happy, you can move up to the next step. If not, take a step back, look at what you've done, you're happy with it, then we can set it up, baby. Setting spray. Wow. So what the setting spray does is it keeps the powder and the foundation in place without moving. So face is set. We are, shall I say we're semi-finished? Yes. So check the neck, make sure everything is all nicely blending. Happy with that? Yay, my lady's looking all glammed. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm using the Stunnery highlighting palette here. Take a bit of the Glow highlighter just on the cheekbone. You don't want it too much, just tiny. So get the clients, get the lady to look up and just apply it. So I'm applying it just as I am doing. Just pat it in, just with a soft hand. With makeup, you don't want to have a strong hand. You just need that soft hand, like a baby bum, you know, like when you're rubbing a baby bum, you just need to make it nicely soft. You don't need those harsh hand, sister. Just a soft hand, you know. So yeah, then I'm using the blush just to give it a nicely rosy kind of touch. Again, with a soft hand. Because if you use too much harshness, create too much harshness, you know, you don't want to look like a clown. We just want something soft, just to give us a touch, a pop of color. That's all we want on the cheek. So I use the hanger brush again to take off the excess, blend that in as well with the highlighter. You can see the glow. Wow, that's popping, right? Yes, it is popping. So I can also see the touch of blue on the mascara. See a touch of blue. Can you see a touch of blue on the lashes? That's because we used the blue liner. So that was the effect I wanted to create and achieve, and I got it. So she's got like this bluish kind of, you know, eyelash, but it wasn't the lashes, baby, sisters. It's actually the blue liner that gave that effect, like midnight tone effect, and I so much loved it. So yeah, I'm also gonna use the highlighter, you know, on the nose bridge, just to give her that pointy nose. You know what I mean? This is every lady's dream. We want that pointy nose, pointy nose. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Same highlighter, just give her that, you know, the nose tip pointed, and that would give us a very nice, beautiful, sexy, you know. We want to look, yeah, we want to look sexy, yummy, isn't it? Yeah, so nose nicely pointed, face looking all glammed. So I'm using the highbrow setting lotion here. So it's like it looks like mascara, like a clear mascara, just to keep the hair, the highbrow hair, in place. You know, you don't want to do a makeup and the hair is all flying around. So it needs to be, you know, put in place. So when you stroke it up, it stays there. So it's like a gel, but it isn't a gel. So I'm taking off the dressing gown to make sure that the neck is actually nicely blended. The next thing is the lips, baby. So I'm using the sleek maroon dark brown on the outer lips to create like the lip liner. So I tend to use lipstick as liner as well, because I just find them very effective and they last longer. So I'm creating the shade with a darker brown, and the next thing I'm going to do is actually use a lighter version. So you can also use like a lighter mascara to create this shade, like this effect, but I have the lighter version of it to put in the middle of the lips to create like an ombre kind of look. So you can see, guys, the lips is all coming together. Same steps, same techniques. Start very low with a tiny and always go for more. If you need to add more, please add more. Remember the technique. Start with the teeny bit, then reach out for more. Don't always slap it on, like, you know, put too much, because it is not very easy to correct. But when you start with a teeny bit, you can always go for more to touch up. So yes, the lips is all looking, you know, nice, and it's all coming together. She's looking fabulous already. And I'm just making sure that everything is so ombre and nicely blended together. Can you see the eyes, guys? Eyes is popping. I really love this choice of color. It's nice, it's smooth, is looking very, 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 very natural yet glamorous. So we can say this is glam natural look. So yes, coming towards the end now. My lady is looking all beautiful, all super glam, all nicely made up, and she can step out, you know, with that boldness, you know, thinking in herself that yes, I look good. So this is the finished product, guys. This is the end result. Drop me your comments in the comment section what you think. And you see the eyes, the blue liner. Drop me your comments in the comment section, guys. If you have any questions, please don't forget to drop it down below in the comment section. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this mini 30 minutes tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed me getting this lady ready. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell for my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, guys. And also, kindly share this video with your friends and family, sisters. Come on, drop us your comment section, please. Whatever you think of this video, whatever you would like to see, that's me there trying to apply extra mousse, you know, just to give the hair a little bit of more curls. So I'm rubbing in, giving her a nice head massage just to make sure she's comfortable and the hair is nicely sleek, nicely dressed and glammed. So oh yeah, she can all she's enjoying the head massage. Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna say thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've been able to learn something. Don't forget to drop me your comments in the comment section. If there's anything you would like me to create, if there's any look, if you have any question, please drop it for me in the comment section. I will leave all the product details also for you guys in the comment section. Again, thank you for watching, and yes, enjoy the rest of the video. And this is the end product of Sister Yumi's birthday glam. Yeah, thanks Sister Yummy. A big shout out to you. Thank you so much for sitting on my glam chair. Wow, enjoy your birthday now, and see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.